Okay, well, apparently that first clip was a dud, so let's try this again. This is the start of the next video. First up, we are mocking up this 1998, 1999, and 2000 only GMC Jimmy Envoy trim, or that was like the package, front bumper. So don't mind the lights, it's just the LED with the phone. But here's the bumper. Extremely rare and hard to find bumper. Took a lot of fabricating with the grill, but we're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna go drive it, make sure the headlights are aligned properly, and we'll pick this back up once I drive it some. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop on the road. All right, guys, please ignore the wiper screech. The wipers are kind of shot on this thing, but the Envoy fog lights, I have to say this, do so much on the ground. I mean, it lights up the whole road and off to the sides so much better than without the fog lights. None of that is lit up. Let's see, I'm gonna put my brights on. As you can see, all that dissipates off to the sides, and the brights off. So good. Very happy that I'm able to do this. Sure, some people are probably gonna think like, why would you put a GMC front bumper that's only specific to the styling of the GMC, not the Blazer? A lot of people do. Sorry. A lot of people do this to their S10s, but they just swap the GMC grille. The GMC grille is not bad, but I'm just not necessarily a big fan of them. But still, I mean, not a big deal. This one, pretty impressed how I was able to trim the Chevy grille. A lot of modifications, but it can be done. So obviously it all just needs to be painted to the blue, which will make it look a million times better. There are some pictures that are giving me some inspiration and kind of just like, just spend the money and get it painted, but I can't do that. I have to focus on some other engine and mechanical things before I end up doing that. But as of right now, the pewter bumper or tan bumper, it's just gonna have to rock it. I'm really impressed with this. The fog lights were pretty easy to wire in. Again, no switch, so they're on all the time whenever the low beams are on, and they cut off when the high beams go on, which how all normal fog lights work. Wasn't that hard to do. Just cut two of the power wires on the low beams and splice in the fog lights. Simple, done. It's just the grill and aligning everything, but the headlights, as it goes for headlight alignment, everything seems fine. So yeah, no complaint there. Pretty impressed with this. Just got to get some stuff painted. I believe tomorrow what we'll be doing is throwing on the 1996 only model year Oldsmobile Bravada rear spoiler. So that'll be pretty fun and cool to see. So yeah, let's go ahead and cut to that. Any questions, please, like if fellow S10 people watch this, please let me know, and I can try and help you if you're trying to do any of this stuff. So or make individual videos for certain overviews. But the Envoy bumper was just kind of a bit too much to film. It's a lot to do, and it's just kind of awkward to film at work. But anyway, I'm not going to get into all that. Envoy bumper is installed, so far a success. Let's keep on rolling. All right, swapping the old Bravada window.
So they don't even know.
Nope. Oh yeah. Just kind of plug it right in, and should be a fairly quick install.
Plug it right in.
It should be.
Yeah.
It should. But
It's not really just plug and play, my brother.
all right, we good? We're almost ready to take the struts off.
Yeah.
All right, got the bolts all in, the factory grommet back in, plug and play, plugged right in. We're just gonna close this. Looks pretty good. Seems to align pretty well. Not too shabby. Gonna swap out these taillights. All right, guys, so here we go. This is our next tackle with this Blazer. The next thing to tackle is this ignition cylinder here. So I and the previous owner have had a lot of issues with the key. So I'll show you in a minute, but when you go to try and get it started, you have to play with the key, jiggle it, you know, the Chevy, you know, meme is like, oh, just yank the, you know, flip the key back and forth a million times. So I already did all of the work, removing the panels, because I just don't want to risk somebody else breaking them. If I break them, it's on me. But very careful, I didn't break anything yet. Still have to put it all back together on Tuesday. That's when we're getting this done. So I just removed everything. The steering wheel cover was honestly the hard part. What you have to do is remove the lower panel, remove the dash bezel. Well, I didn't fully remove it. I just pulled it back and lifted up on it as high as I could get it, dropped the steering wheel down, and then it's 2 T20s and a inverted Torx bit, which is a T5, which is this guy right here where my thumb's at. And then the steering wheel column comes off. And then, so what we're gonna do is, you see this pin here, you push a Allen key down in here with it on the run position, battery obviously unplugged, and then you just pull the whole thing out, you put the new one in, turn it to off, turn it, and it should start. No security relearn, because it's just a mechanical piece. It's nothing to do with the wires. I mean, everything just plugs in. It's not like you're replacing the computer or something, or the BCM. But here's the new GM genuine part here. So what the issue is, I have to have two hands to show you this, but you see this metal like thing here, this bar. It drops down ever so slightly. I'll try and zoom in on this for you guys to see this. When you take the key in and out, I don't know if you can see that. Keep an eye right here. Oh, it just barely drops. That's all that it is to this. And apparently with this one, mine is just not dropping all the time. That's it. So sure, you could put some graphite in there and get away with it for a little while longer. I'm not going to do that. I just would rather have a whole new piece, just so it, you know, doesn't break in the future when I start driving this more. But yeah, that's pretty much all it is to it. Not that necessarily that hard to do. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Nothing else. It's pretty much just simple plug and play. I will pick this back up once I get everything installed, and with a new fresh ignition cylinder, which should work a million times better. But yeah, let me pop this panel back up so I can show you what it's doing as like a before and after. All right, so I put everything back. It's just the panel that I had to put back. So turning it off, turns off fine. It's just going in, so see how it does not turn. You have to play with it and play with it and play with it. Sometimes if you give it a second, it will go. But yeah, you just have to play with it, and it will go. It takes a minute. I just wanted the radio to turn off. It's just a whole bunch of playing with the key to get it to go. It will go. It's just, and this is how long it really takes. We're pushing a minute on this clip. Don't mind the needles. All of these do that. Watch. Ready? Take the key out, and they all drop back. It's just because of the old GM clusters. La la la. Yeah, we're pushing it. There we go. See? And just like that, we got it. So it's just very finicky. You have to replace that whole thing. Like I said, it's not the end of the world, but definitely needs to be dealt with. So yeah, we'll cut this back off, and yeah, we'll pick this back up once I have a working ignition cylinder, which I should just be able to go straight in and turn it on right away. So, all right, let's pick this back up once I get that all installed. I'll probably pick it back up once I have everything all put back together though. So, cool deal. Let's see how this goes. All right, guys. Brand new ignition cylinder is installed. Let's take this first take. I haven't stopped the camera obviously since I walked up to it. Key in. Don't mind my finger. Key in. Perfect. Look at that. No more jiggle, jiggle, jiggle for fucking 3 minutes. Oops, sorry, cursed. But there you go. It is a little cold out. It's 17 degrees out, but just wanted to film that brand new ignition cylinder is installed. There you go. Old ones down here. Have to reassemble the dash, but old ones down here. Doesn't really look too much different, but it's definitely broke. I might slide the key in and see if it does the little pin drop like how it's supposed to, but we'll see. So I'm going to pull this bezel back off so that I can put the screws back in it, and then we'll go from there. So that is one less thing that we have to worry about. So now let's pick this up with the next thing. To be honest with you, I really don't have an idea of what is going to be next. What this car really needs is tires. The tires on it are dry rot to be like really bad. I don't know if we're gonna be throwing tires on it right now, or shocks, whichever one comes first. Well, it might honestly be the wheel hubs. Maybe like next week I'll order them to get rid of that ABS light. Might be doing that first before tires and stuff, because the tires, just keep it off the highway, you know, just keep it like back roads and stuff. But yeah, I think we'll do the wheel hubs and some tie rod ends and an alignment on it, and get that sorted, and then do the tires and shocks. So all right, well, we'll pick this back up once I get the wheel hubs installed, or when they get here, and we'll go from there. All right, well, here we are. So we completely leveled this thing out. Let me get in a little closer. As you can tell, it is completely level. So all we did was just adjusted the torsion bar. Still rides the same. I didn't adjust it too much to make it ride like crap. But the front measures out to 33 and the back is 33 as well, 33 inches. Completely level, and it makes perfect room, enough for me to squeeze these new tires I got going on. I'm going to be changing these tires because these tires are shot. You really can't. Oh yeah, there you go. They are extremely dry rotted, and they are from 2016, or I'm sorry, I think 18. Yeah, the 17th week of 2018. So pretty much these tires are shot. I already bought the new tires. I bought 30 by 9.5 R15, same size wheel. BF Goodrich KO2s. So we're going to be putting those on in the next clip. I should be getting them in 2 days for me. So I had to adjust the torsion bar because it had a pretty substantial amount of rake. I believe the before measurements were like, oh goodness, I think it was like 31 and a half or 32 and a half, or no, 31 and a half or 32. The driver's side was higher than the passenger side. But now it's sitting completely level, so no more issues there. And that's pretty much it for this little clip. I just want to throw that in, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. But once I put the tires on, should be ready to go on the road, and then we should be able to start driving it, see what other things come up, and should wrap this video up once we put these brand new tires on. So looking forward to seeing these tires on this car. Should change its whole personality. So should look a lot better. So I'm gonna park this, and then we'll pick this back up once I get the tires installed. So, all right, we'll pick this up in a little bit. All right, guys, so we're gonna wrap the video up on this note. Got brand new not stock size, 30 by 9.5 on a 15. That's what size wheel these are, or rim. BF Goodrich KO2, looks pretty good. Love this, love how these just look, and especially with the white letters. A big sucker for white letters on older stuff, not necessarily the new stuff, but older stuff for sure. So put those on about 2 days ago. Everything is fine. At torsion bar, everything clears since we've cranked that. Gave it a wash, its first hand wash from me. Cleans up pretty well. There are definitely scratches, but a little polish never hurts. So yeah, we're gonna wrap the video up on that note. Next video, we got some more stuff to take care of. I'm gonna change this whole thing up. I know at the beginning of the video I said I'm gonna keep this bumper. I'm actually gonna sell it. I love how it has fog lights, but it's just I can't live with myself with the grill looking like this. It just does not look right. I think we're just gonna sell this. Well, I already have someone to buy that, but sell this bumper, get the GM Chevy bumper, put the Chevy bumper on, and then get the Extreme grill. So everything in the front will be color matched. This chrome will be color matched as well. We're gonna take care of that. Need to replace some vacuum lines on it for the four-wheel drive. When the vehicle's off, it's not collapsing on itself, but when it's running, the vacuum lines are collapsed. They're just old and brittle, so need to take care of that. And then going to replace the thermostat. Yesterday I was driving it, and you see where it's at now. It was at the line right under 210, and these things like to run much cooler. Not really a fan of heat, so we're gonna put a 180 thermostat in it, and I'm gonna replace the housing since it is rusty. So we're gonna replace the thermostat, the housing, the vacuum lines, and then some body work. And as well, I might, depending on price, if it's not too much more, I'm gonna have the rear bumper repainted as well. But I have a brand new, well, new to me, GMC Envoy front bumper cover. So we're gonna go ahead and start on some minor body work, and then we will take care of some more engine stuff. And I might also throw in the output shaft seal for the transfer case. Might do that as well, depending on price. So we will pick this up in the next video. Thanks everyone for watching. Slowly getting some progress done. Here's that bumper cover. You can see here, it just has a cutout for the trailer hitch and looks pretty sleek on the back. Little switch up, but that's off of an Envoy. That will fit normally, no modifications required. So it just slips right on. So all right, well, we're gonna cut the video here. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll pick this up in the next video. Peace.